Starting to the bottom left of the map for Jin at Green Wings, we have the Zerg player who came back. The prodigal son, it is.
Jin at Green Wings Coca.
Jin at Green Wings Coca, he's back to StarCraft 2 and he is taking down favorites left and right. Great statistics here in the Zerg versus Terran, but can he really pull it off against the Terran? Starting to the top right of the map in blue, it is.
KT lost to Flash.
And Flash is going into a very aggressive build, but unfortunately for him, his SCV was already scouted.
Yep. Already known, and actually, it looks like he's going to cancel that since. So he went 11 barracks here now in the main after his SCV was scouted. So actually, on the fly, switching things up, he could actually try to sneak a bunker down here or something. I don't think he'll do it, but he has that opportunity.
This is just something that is really amazing with Flash. I mean, he sees that the Overlord is there and that his own SCV was spotted. His original idea was to go into an 11 barracks and proxy that. But then when he realized what was going on, he immediately said, okay, you know what? This is not going to work for me. And he transitions out of it. He builds the barracks back at home and he takes gas. So goes into a normal build, loses the mining time with the first SCV, of course, gets a faster scout on the other hand. And Coca himself is now with the drone to the top right, already busy, just harassing that SCV a little bit and realizes, okay, you build a barracks in your main base and now both of these players are going into a bit of a more normal game. But also for Coca now, an adjustment.
Yeah, he actually goes for the faster pool. And, you know, it actually affects his economy quite a bit. He goes gas, too. He wanted to make the hatchery before his gas, but he actually fights an SCV, and the SCV will win the fight. Yeah. And now he can eBay block.
So, mind games already going on for both of them, and things definitely start to go a little bit awry for Coca here. Not only does he not get the hatch first that he always won against a Terran player, but also we have an engineering block at the natural, so that will delay his expansion even further. He has gas on the other hand.
Yeah. And SCV actually escapes and goes home, and now the eBay block may... I feel like if he kept the SCV around, he could have made this eBay block so much more annoying with the Reaper, as the Reaper could have actually defended the engineering bay with more hit points for quite some time, and it's still going to be pretty annoying here. He's going to target the drone down. Drone is targeted, cancel on the eBay, and the drone will die.
Yeah.
Well, you know...
Nice job! Oh.
Flash is running circles around Coca here in the early game. I mean, wow. And actually the proxy hatch. Counter here's the proxy hatch at the natural. We are getting crazy games today, I have to say.
The mind games from both players here in the early game, the proxy hatch, and you know what? We also have speed. And another thing that we currently see, well, we actually pulled out of gas now, so he's at 16 gas, so he doesn't go into a Baneling nest. I thought he might just go for an all-in attack after this, since his hatch was delayed once again. But he's going for the Zerglings, and that bunker might not finish in time. I think it just will. But with the proxy hatch that we see there at the natural of Flash, this is definitely a situation that he will be a little bit uncomfortable with. And it all depends on how exactly Coca's going to play it. But with all those links streaming in, I don't know. This is starting to get really iffy. There's so many Zerglings that one bunker is most likely not going to cut it.
And he's going to have more lings coming out of the hatchery, I think.
Again, the drone going down against the Reaper. And now the Zerglings have also been spotted. But this expansion for Coca is just so late. He has to cancel here.
I think actually, I think Flash will hold.
Well, actually, to be quite honest, maybe he doesn't cancel.
He gets the Broodlings here, and the Broodlings are going to help him.
He just thinks it's worth it to spread the creep and to get the Broodlings. He wants to get that. And those Lings are now going in. A couple of them heading into the main base, but there's the lift. And now he needs to go for that bunker, but the SCVs are already there. Immediately the replay is gone. The Broodlings are moving in. He's trying to take down the bunker. There are Zerglings everywhere. The SCVs are going for the repair. The heli coming out of the main base. He holds!
He holds it. He holds it here, and that is disastrous for Coca because he has a very late hatchery going up here. Yes, he does transition, but the transition is going to be very rough. He has, you know, he's up against Flash now as a second CC.
Resources lost 1,100 against 300. This is crazy. The harvester count 18 with the double CC and double mules for the Terran player, and only 21 harvesters for a supply-blocked Coca that has only one hatch. The second on about.
Oh, he's going to lose a second Overlord here as well, Counter, I believe.
I think actually just getting away.
Go chase it, even if it gets away here, and it doesn't.
Oh, barely.
Oh, wow. The 3 Marines there, you can see how quickly they can take out an Overlord. And well, now Coca has got to be shooting himself on the foot. Or, well, he already has shoot himself on the foot, and he's got to be considering doing it again, because Flash now has 2 CCs. Like you said, the worker count basically even. Now dead even at 21 to 21. With the mules, the lack of larva that Koka's been having, and the follow-up here for Flash is actually to go into Banshees.
This is just an absolutely insane game from the start. Both players just mind-gaming each other, changing strategies upon realizing that they were scouted. Koka losing that drone that was trying to take the natural several times, going for a proxy hatch instead. Flash holding the bunker, back and forth the entire time. And everything that could go wrong for Koka kind of went wrong. Flash just proved himself to be the more flexible player in this situation, and he has now Hellions on the map. The transition into Banshees is going to mess with Koka a lot. The Gina Green Ring player is in so much trouble here now.
Yeah, and the Hellions actually just poking at the Queens, just making sure that Koka's not able to get a third base or spread his creep like he wants to. I don't even know. I mean, there is no next move for Koka that's the best one, right? I mean, he basically just has to react to what Flash is doing and try to get an edge. Try to hope that he wins a good engagement against Flash. He has to take Flash's momentum and try to push it back on him, because there's nothing that Koka can do that's like this best choice or the safest choice on his own. I mean, he gets a lair, he has to do that. And against the Banshees, eventually it's going to help him, but since it's so delayed, it's not going to be helpful right now. And he might actually just attack with the Banshee and win the game with all the Hellions.
33 army supply against 8 at this point in time, Wolf, and we do not have a lot of things that can really deal with the Banshee, as already said. So right now, another Overlord going down, and oh my god, that might be all she wrote here. Koka is in so much trouble, it is beyond belief.
No detection here, no Spore Crawler. Lair isn't quite finished yet. Queen's coming back. There's the Spore Crawler started, but so many drones going down. And the Hellions are just looking to say, well, I mean, I guess I don't have anything to do. There's not going to be any drones left to kill.
Yeah, the Spore Crawler is going to be so late. More drones going down. He's not even pulling them away. The Hellions still poised to attack. There comes the scan in the main base. Finally, he pulls his Harvesters, but he's losing even more. 9-10 kills on the Banshee here, and we just got started with that. So at this point in time already, Koka just falling completely apart. The opening was so bad for him, and Flash is just reaping what he saw.
I mean, this game is actually just an example of how blocking as Zerg's hatchery can actually just cost you so much. In this game particularly, all the blocks you saw from Flash really cost Koka the game. Koka decided to respond with an aggressive hatchery, that didn't work. But even before that, I mean, just the mind games from the block to the Reaper to saving the eBay to then killing the drone, just all these things really affecting Koka early on.
I mean, Flash is now heading into mech with all the Hellions that he already has on the map, the double factory and armory coming in, even more the Banshees that we now see. But at this point, Koka already needs a miracle. He needs a miracle to somehow make this happen, and I just don't see it going. I mean, look at those Banshees alone, taking out the Queens. That's all the anti-air that he has. The Spire is nearly complete. He can go for Mutalisks now, but will that really matter? I do not think so.
I mean, he can basically just... It takes like 5 shots to kill a Spore Boy. He has so many Hellions. One Banshee gets very low, but it doesn't matter.
The Korean barbecue! There it is. And those Harvesters are long gone. The drones trying to escape. Zerkins are not going to do anything against this ground force. And Koka just trying into terms with what's happening here. And we have Flash victorious.